Hey there, thanks for stopping by Cards with Crystals. This reading is for the month of July, and I am doing a zodiac wheel. So I've got 12 cards out here, uh, each sign of the zodiac. So check your sun sign. That is the one that you go to when you want to read your horoscope, right? That's called your sun sign. You can check your moon and your rising. So if you don't know what those are, maybe have a look at your birth chart, have that done. But we're going to start, and we start at the top with Aries, and we're going to come around one card for everyone. For this reading, we are using the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck. So, starting with Aries, we have the card is relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So, for the month of July, Aries, your focus is going to be on relationships, and those are going to be relationships that you have already, relationships that may form, relationships that you are needing to call into your life so that you can continue moving forward, or relationships perhaps that you have to say goodbye to because as we go through this journey, we eventually have to empty our pockets of some things. So take some time, review your relationships, and know that the ones that your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So the ones that are here to support your journey at this point, those are the ones that you want to be calling in. And if you have to leave one behind, always say thank you for the lesson, right? Next card is Taurus. So for Taurus, we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to, which is really sort of perfect for a Taurus, isn't it? So Taurus, whatever you have going on for the month of July, you know that you can put your mind to it, you can focus, and you can get it done. If you're having challenges, meeting some, I don't like to use the word goals, but maybe getting some things done that you wanted to accomplish, some things maybe that you need to get done. The focus is just one step at a time. Take the first step. What do I need to do today? And do that and get it done. But you know you can do it. You know it's within you. You just have to call in a little bit of focus, a little attention, and sit down and work through it. Then as we continue on, we get to Gemini. So Gemini, for July, courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So what is fear? Fear is an earth life emotion. So we're born with love. That's what is our natural state is love, and fear is what we acquire throughout our life. And so this card, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So first understand what the fear is. So if there's something that you're needing to power through in July, and maybe your self-esteem might be a little bit low, or maybe you're just doubting some things, pay attention to what that message is. It's calling your attention in for something, to learn something, but understand that fear doesn't have to be there. So if you can face the fear and you can see it and you can say, oh, this is what's in my way, then you now have diffused the power and you're able to move through that. As we go, we are on Cancer, which we're in July. So you're either a Cancer or a Leo. So for Cancer, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So we know that the universe loves things to be in balance, right? It's why we have night and day. It's why we have summer and winter. It's why we have on and off. So it's duality all over the place. So as you are going through the month of July, remember to keep perspective. Remember to not overdo on one side without balancing it out with something else. So if you find yourself in the month of July giving, sort of being exhausted with with demands put upon you. Make sure that that is balanced with good self-care. Asking for help, opening up your heart. Cancer, a little hard for you to break out through that shell, but speak up and let people know what you need. And when you can do that, that is the harmony, that is the balance. Then we move into Leo, the other side of July, and the card is freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Oh, Leos, you certainly can do that, right? So, freedom. You, hashtag you choose, right? So the feeling of not feeling free, of being constrained, is oftentimes a perspective. It's how do you want to look at things. So as you go through July, make sure that you are not limiting yourself by your own thoughts, right? Or not limiting yourself by what used to be, which are also thoughts. But you have the power to be free. You can do whatever it is you choose to do. Expand, think big, go for it. You have that power and that will. We are at, where are we at? We are at Virgo. So, Virgo, acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Well, that is part of a much greater saying, isn't it? In the wisdom to understand the difference. So for Virgo, I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. Everybody has free will, right? So we can do our part, and we can live up to the things that we want to have in our lives, our own principles, our own beliefs, and that's our role. What other people do is their business, and sometimes that's hard, right? Sometimes we have certain expectations of people, but when we have expectations, we're putting our stuff on someone else. And then when it doesn't come out exactly the way that we think it should be, we are disappointed. So just accept that what someone else does is their business, and you take care of your business. And in the end, everyone is on their journey doing what it is they are meant to do, the lessons that they are here to learn. And we have to accept that that is what is happening. Okay, we are here now at Libra, halfway through. Libra, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So we were just talking about fear a little bit earlier. So take a look at things, Libra, and look things for what they are, right? And see them for what they are. And that insight of awareness comes from not being in denial, not saying, oh, well, you know, it's probably just da 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 da. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it is a duck. So take a look at things, Libra. I know you like to have that harmony and that balance, and I'm not suggesting you don't have harmony and balance. That's what we strive for, but just make sure you see things for what they are. And once you can discover that and see that, then you've got something you can work with. Okay, we get to Scorpio. So Scorpio, peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So, you know, Scorpio, that's our transformation, right? And that is a wonderful sign in which to release a whole bunch of stuff. So getting rid of the things that, as I said, you can only carry so many things through this lifetime. And as we keep learning, we keep acquiring new things, we also have to leave some other things behind that we've already lived through, we've already learned, we've already tested, right? And so, but we've got to bring more and more in. And so as you let things go, you know that you're doing that in a safe space, and you can trust that because you know that that is for your greater good and something else is coming in. And that knowing can bring you that state of peace as opposed to uncertainty. Okay, we get to Sagittarius. Woo, woo, woo. Sagittarius, envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So, I mean, I think we all know this. We go through our life, we're working on something, and what do? We look at somebody else who's doing the same type of thing, but is having a different experience than us, right? And we start to compare. Perfectly human, right? So this is just a reminder, Sagittarians, in July, if something's coming up where you find yourself saying, but they have da da da, da or they have more than I do, or I don't have enough. That's all comparison talk. And what that is doing is it is doubting your own powers. It is doubting your own abilities because we're only seeing one piece of the other side, right? We don't know what they're going through. And they may be looking at us and saying, oh, they don't have as many as I do. Well, that would be a relief, right? We don't know. So, no comparison, admiration and appreciation for what someone else has, and gratitude and acknowledgement of what we have. Okay, then we get to Capricorn. So Capricorn, friendship. It's perfect for a Capricorn too. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So I think, you know, friends are that's what makes the world go round, isn't it? I mean, friends are the people that we choose in our life, right? And we start learning to create our own relationships with people from a very young age. Our family, that is our family. We still have to develop our own relationship, but when we move outside of blood friends, right, that's where we start um, finding that energy, finding that attraction, finding that draw. Um, what what is the harmony that we have between us? I like this person, and then oh, they like being with me, and we become this beautiful little unit, right? And that friendship for people sometimes can last a lifetime, and then there are some people that you have a beautiful friendship with, but then we both are going on our own paths, and it just doesn't come along. Doesn't mean it wasn't a good friendship. It was a perfectly good friendship. But now it's time to do something different. So people come in our lives for all different reasons, and we appreciate it, and we honor it, and we thank them, and we love them for the time that they're in our life, be it one day or one lifetime, right? But everyone comes in for a reason. Okay, then we come to Aquarius. So Aquarius, doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Oh, you little air sign. That's a little challenging. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard, right? To not have all the answers. It's hard sometimes to have a piece of your puzzle missing and uh, and need to rely upon someone else perhaps to fill that puzzle piece, right? And you doubt yourself. You doubt, well, what do I know? What do I, um, what is my value? What can I do? Anything and everything. But all of those pieces come in time. So the lessons come in time. Don't forget that as you're waiting for that information, that time in between is important too. So you don't have information, you are waiting, and you're going to work on those answers, and understand that little space in there is really valuable because there's something that you need to experience in there. And then the answer is sort of like the gravy, right? Then we get to the end of our zodiac wheel and we're at Pisces. Pisces, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Love. So July Pisces, focus on love. Choose love. I commit to the practice, right? So, yeah, but love is our natural state, right? And as I had said before, that fear-based stuff or those limitations or those doubts that we just saw here in Aquarius or envy in Sagittarius, that's all earth-based life experience emotion. And so we want to commit to a practice of always coming from a place of love and always sitting with love and believing in love and understanding that all of the other things, they are emotions that we experience in this lifetime because we're human beings. And that's sort of part of our time here. But we can always get back to love. So that is the zodiac wheel here for July. And thanks so much for joining. And I wish everyone a spectacular month. We'll see you next time.